You will see the occasional shit in university math that will make you want to call your mom and beg her to abort you 20 years later. Like, my brother in Christ, why is there an infinity symbol next to that function? And why is this fucking alien saying sub to this piece of shit inside the bracket? And what field in Mexico did my guy just fucking inhale to conclude that all that bullshit somehow equals epsilon over 4? Like, who's the author, bro? David Donzig? Bro, he's so good at math that bro doesn't have to find x tries to find bro. Integrals probably have to ask him what his limits are. The most important thing you'll need to know in university math is convergence. Trying to do formal math without knowing convergence is like trying to be a pigeon without having wings, because now you're just a piece of shit making weird sounds with your throat. Convergence is actually pretty simple. Here, so say we have some number a, right? It can be anything like 3, 4, 5, whatever. And now just draw a band around a. So like say like a plus 2 and a minus 2, just to give it some breathing room because you're suffocating it, you creep. Now we can say that a sequence of numbers converges to a if, after fucking around here and there, eventually all members of this sequence will be contained within this band. So look, it could go wee, but then if after some n, all the elements are in this band, then we're good. Or are we? There's one really important thing we missed. This band can be chosen to be arbitrarily small. And what that means for your degenerate brain is this. We can only say that the sequence converges if, no matter how small of a band I draw, the sequence eventually gets contained within this band. Then you'll come across IVT and EVT. Brother, your fundamental understanding about the word useless is about to change. Like, I bet you're thinking, hey man, those cordless jump rope things are pretty useless, huh? If you think about it, bro, they make you kind of gay. Like, you're just taking these two kind of small dicks and just drawing circles in the air with them? The fuck kind of kink is that? Trust me, EVT is worse. So EVT, or the extreme value theorem, says, hey man, if you give me a function that's continuous, which is to say a function that you can draw without lifting up your pen, and it's located on a nice set, then I can tell you guaranteed that it'll have a maximum and a minimum. And you're like, wow man, that's pretty cool. So like, what are the max and the min? And it's like, I don't know, bro. You're like, bro, what do you mean? Tell me what the max and the min are. Like, imagine I did that. Like, I would go back in time to the day before India was going to get colonized by the British. And I would find a farmer and be like, hey man, I have some incredible information for you. It's insane. And he's like, my cow ate a frog today. And you're like, what? No, listen. Something terrible is going to happen to your entire country tomorrow. And he's like, my cow's gonna eat 3 frogs? And you're like, bro, shut up about the frogs. We're in a fucking desert. Where are you even finding frogs? And he's like, oh, okay, so what then? What's gonna happen? And you're like, fuck, dude, I don't know. Bro, he will feed you to his cow. We worship those racially confused homies. Next is the intermediate function theorem, or IVT. And it says, hey man, if you have a continuous function on a nice set, then for any value you give me between y1 and y2 here, say like y3, I can definitely tell you that there exists a C between A and B such that y3 is between y1 and y2. Well, yeah, bro, I can fucking see that. Yeah, look, I can draw it, I can see it. Yeah, bro, I was just making sure you knew, you know? I hope you choke on a porcupine. Now, another important theorem you'll see is called the monotone convergence theorem, or MCT. And it basically says, if a sequence is increasing and bounded, it has to converge. Which, like, yeah, no shit, bro, it has no other choice. You're saying every term of the sequence has to be greater than the previous one, but no term can be greater than this bound here? So what's it gonna do? It's gonna keep getting weirdly close to this bound, again, which, by the way, is what we mean by convergence, if you remember. And it's like, yeah, what choice does it have, bro? You're forcing it to be a creep. What's it gonna do? Say, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, it can't. Mathematicians will call it misbehaved, start spanking it, spitting on it, only using shitty chalks to draw it, all that stuff, man. They're crazy. You're forcing it to be a stalker. Now you know all the famous theorems. You're a mathematician. Good luck. Bye. Thank you.